Hello students, welcome back to your class of English. I'm your teacher Miss Anu, and today we'll discuss about one of the grammar topics, that is sentence reordering. Sentence reordering, as you will have been given the sentences in the jumbled order. That will not make any sense or will make incomplete sense, and your task would be to rearrange those words in a manner that they will make a complete sentence, and this is known as sentence reordering. And before that, if you really want to know and you really want to learn the sentence reordering, you must have the knowledge about the sentence patterns. If you know about the correct sentence pattern and parts of speech, noun, pronoun, verb, adjective, helping verbs, and the other things like what is a subject, what will a sentence pattern, as we know that what is a sentence is a word or a group of words that will make a complete sense. It will known as sentence. So sentence is a group of words that makes a complete sense, is known as sentence. And we talk about there are four types of sentences. The first one is declarative or known as affirmative, and it has two kinds. The first one is affirmative sentence and the next one is negative sentence, and the second kind is interrogative sentences. Interrogative sentences is used to put questions or to ask questions or to inquire about any information. And the third one is imperative. Imperative sentence is used to express order, suggestion, recommendation, advice, suggestion. And the last one is exclamatory sentence. In exclamatory sentence, there is a certain expression of your strong feelings like happiness, sorrow, and the other feelings. So every sentence has its own sentence pattern. If we talk about the affirmative sentence, here in affirmative sentence there would be the subject plus helping verb plus object plus full stop. So while doing the sentence reordering, we must have the knowledge about these sentence patterns. So today we'll discuss about the sentence patterns and what are the things that are to be kept in mind while doing sentence reordering. So I really hope that you are all ready. So just take your notebooks and be ready with your pen so that you can note down the important points which we are going to discuss, right? So the first we will discuss about that what you need to do while doing sentence reordering. Let's see. So you must know about the concept of subject and predicate. The concept of subject and predicate. As my dear students, you all know that a sentence has two parts. The first one is the subject and the other one is the predicate. So subject is the doer of the action and what the subject does, or subject tells that what has been done, that will be known as predicate. So in simple words we can say that subject will be the doer of the action and the predicate, what is the action being done by the subject, will be the predicate. So in the predicate part there would be the verb plus helping verb. So the part that will contain the helping verb and the verb will be known as predicate, because predicate depicts about the action and subject does that action. So understanding subject and predicate is the key to good sentence writing. The subject of a complete sentence is who or what the sentence is about, and the predicate tells about that subject. So the subject would be that who or what the sentence is about. Who are we talking about? That will be, in other words, known as the doer of the action, and the predicate tells about the subject. For example, the dog ran. Here in this sentence, the dog is the subject of the sentence because the sentence is telling something about that dog. In the given sentence, the dog is a subject because the sentence is telling something about that dog. And what is it telling? It says that the dog ran. So in this example, the subject is dog and the predicate is ran. And now let's have a look on the next sentence. The dog ran after the cat. Here we have more detail, but the subject is still dog. How can we know that the subject is dog and not the cat? Since the sentence seems to be about both these two animals, I repeat my question that here, as we have more detail about the subject, but still the subject will remain the same, the dog, that how would you able to know that the subject is dog and not cat? Since the sentence seems to be talk about both these animals. So let's see how could it be possible. So dear students, it is very simple. No need to get confused between that either the dog will be the subject or the cat. To determine the subject of a sentence, first find the verb and then ask who or what. I repeat, if you want to determine about the subject of a sentence, first you need to find out the verb and then ask who or what in this sentence, as we know that the verb is ran. So if we ask who ran, so the answer simply comes the dog ran. So this is how we know that the dog is the subject or the doer of the sentence. So I hope that dear students, it's clear to you that how to find out the subject and the predicate. And this rule will be really very helpful to you while doing your sentence reordering. So now let's talk about the verb. And verb tells what the subject is doing. So now let's talk about the predicate. That verb tells what the subject is doing. As the example is, she eats dinner quickly. So if you pose a question by asking from the verb who or what, who eats the dinner quickly? She. So she will be the subject and eats dinner quickly will be the predicate of this sentence. And the next one is the use of articles while doing the sentence reordering. So let's have a look that when to use the article the. As we know that the is a definite article and a and n are both indefinite articles. So the is used before singular and plural nouns when the noun is particular or specific. The teacher I spoke to at the school was very friendly. Here we are talking about one specific teacher. So here let's take an example. Our teacher I spoke to at the school was very friendly. So to any teacher, but here as we're talking about the particular teacher, so the would be the correct one. So when to use the article a or n? When we are referring to any member of a group, we use a or n. It is not important which one we are talking about. For example, I want to buy a new car. So there are many types of car. It doesn't matter that yet which type I want. I want to buy a new car means any type of car I want to buy. So here we are not specifically talking about any brand or any type of car, but about a new car. So now compare this sentence with the other one. As we say, I want to buy the car we looked at yesterday. We use the here because we're talking about a specific car. So the one we looked at. So if you really want to have a perfection in sentence reordering, the first thing that you need to keep in mind that practice makes a man perfect. The more you practice, the more you get the perfection. And the next thing that while doing the reordering task, the words, after putting the words in order, check and make sure that no word is left or misplaced. Here in sentence reordering, you are not supposed to add or to remove any of the words. So just not to get confused, it is better just count the number of words, and while after doing the reordering, count the number of word again to ensure that you have added or reordered all the words given in the exercise or in the sentences. So while doing the reordering, always check and make sure that there is no word that is left or misplaced. So now let's have a look on few sentences. Here these sentences, these words have been given the jumbled order. Now our task is just to complete these by putting them in correct order. So the sentence 1 is pay the hat to poor farmers, high times vary. The question is pay the hat to poor farmers, high times vary. So the first thing is quite clear that it is a affirmative sentence and it is not negative sentence, and neither is interrogative sentence, and nor is imperative or exclamatory. And so now let's have a look. Is affirmative. So first we have to find out about the subject, then the helping verb, then the verb, and then the object. So now let's see what would be the correct order. So here the correct order would be, let me tell you one thing, there is an error in this sentence. In place of times there would be taxes. It's a printing error. So the correct order would be poor farmers had to pay very high taxes. Poor farmers had to pay very high taxes. And the next one is natural disasters, farmers share of taxes even pay their in times of the had to. So the correct answer would be even in times of natural disasters, farmers had to pay their share of taxes. I repeat, even in the times of natural disasters, the farmers had to pay their share of taxes. And the next sentence is also cultivate, they asked them to add to those which crops the English. So the correct answer would be they had to cultivate those crops also which the English had asked them to. So now let's have a look on the answers. So these would be the correct answers. The poor farmers had to pay very high taxes. Even in times of natural disasters, the farmers had to pay their share of taxes. The third is they had to cultivate those crops also which the English asked them to. So dear students, as we know that it is just all about the practice, and at the same time by keeping the rules and the sentence patterns in mind. As the more you practice, the more you will get the perfection in doing this task. So I'm going to share with you an assignment related to the sentence reordering, and I hope that you will complete this exercise in your notebooks. So till the time, just do practice. Stay safe, stay happy. Thank you.